Welcome back to another filthy casual guide. Today we're diving into Sepulcher of the first ones on Mythic. Let's be honest, we're mainly here for that mount drop, everything else is just a bonus. We may even grab a Transmog that doesn't make you look like a rejected Blizzard NPC. We'll go through the toughest mechanics, talk about a few that need some actual focus, and call out the ones you can just sleepwalk through. Before we jump in, you will need to be level 80 to do this. We're aiming for a minimum item level of 620, anything lower, and you can expect this to be very painful. And finally, I would highly suggest picking up Necrolord as your Covenant, especially for your ults. Fleshcraft gives a strong absorb, but that'll soak a fair amount of damage for you. Before we jump into the bosses, here's the route I recommend, especially if this is your first solo run. This is also the order I'll be covering the fights in. After clearing Guardian, we will work our way to Halondrus. He's the first boss that actually can cause some problems if you're not prepared. Once he's down, we will keep moving through the remaining bosses until we get to Anduin. After that, we head to Rygelon, since he's the only other fight in here that can cause issues if you don't handle it right. Then, we will finally wrap everything up with the Jailer. You can find timestamps for each fight down below, so if you're looking for a specific boss, feel free to skip around. Let's start with Vigilant Guardian, your warm-up fight. No need to worry about mechanics here. In fact, just pull the trash into the Custodian and start the fight immediately. You cleave everything down while burning the boss. It's chaotic, but very simple. Just try not to fall asleep. Next up, Artificer Xy'mox. Start by burning the boss, and when the ads spawn, switch over and clean them up before going back to Xy'mox himself. You'll be bouncing back and forth between him and the ads throughout the entire fight. The one thing to really note is the white AoE circle on the ground. It pulls you in if you stand in it, and interrupts spellcasting. It won't kill you, but it's extremely annoying. Let's just move out of it. Skolex is up next. He's pretty easy, just avoid the AoEs, especially the blue void looking one. If you get hit, it'll slap a nasty haste debuff on you. Burn him down quickly, keep moving, and he won't be a problem. Halondrus is the first boss I'll actually push back. It's all about movement, awareness, and damage output. You'll deal with 2 phases, and 2 sets of bombs. Your goal is to kill him before the second set goes off. If you don't, be ready to pop defensives and soak the hits to survive. There's no need to dodge while soloing, just stay focused on positioning and uptime. Use your cooldowns early, this is a burn fight, plain and simple. Survive the blast, and you've cleared one of the biggest hurdles in the raid. Dausegne is straightforward, unlike their name, which I'm still not sure how to pronounce properly. Just avoid the swirls and obvious telegraphed abilities. Occasionally an ad will spawn, burn it down, and go back to the boss. There's nothing tricky here at all. Prototype Pantheon is a 4-boss fight. You'll start with the first 2, then the second pair will swap in. After fighting both sets to about 50%, all 4 become active at once. Here's the one key mechanic that you need to pay attention to. If you kill one of the bosses too early, they'll start a long cast to resurrect. and if that finishes, it just comes back to life. So keep their health even, and burn them down together during the final phase. Also, keep an eye out for large white swirls on the ground. They show up during the last phase, and can stun you if you're not paying attention. If you stay focused, this fight is more about pacing than panic. Mechanics-wise, there is not much to concern yourself with Lihuvim. In fact, I suggest pulling the trash from the hall into the boss and just cleaving it all down. During the intermission, there will be some additional adds that spawn, but beyond that, there's nothing notable here. Anduin starts off simple, but the Wicked Star will keep you on your toes. Early into the fight, he will apply a debuff to you, and when that debuff runs out, he fires off the Wicked Star. It shoots in a straight line and then returns, just like a boomerang. If it touches you, it will silence you, which means no abilities and no spells. Expect 2 casts of this in a row, just don't stand in front of it when it goes off. There are a few telegraphed ground AoEs to avoid throughout the fight, but nothing dangerous. During the intermission, Anduin will summon a Lich King looking ad. Its health is linked directly to Anduin's. Focus the big guy and cleave down any smaller ads that spawn. You can ignore the marching wall, it's just there for show at this point. Once enough damage is done, Anduin will re-enter the fight for the final burn phase. Rygelon is the other boss in here that'll punish sloppy play. Start by dealing with the collapsing quasars. They spawn in the same circular pattern each time from the boss's starting point. If they reach him, he gets a nasty damage buff, so kill them quickly. Then there's Massive Bang. Sure, there's a proper strat for soaking, but let's keep it simple. Pop a defensive, heal through it, and move on. Less stress, faster results. This is also the main reason I suggest Necrolords. Fleshcraft gives you a strong absorb that can help you survive those harder hits without stressing your health bar. And don't ignore the ground AoEs, they stack up fast if you're not paying attention. Stay mobile and stay alert. This is one of those fights where being proactive pays off. Mitigate, move smart, and burn hard. Lords of Dread can be a little frustrating if you don't know what's coming. The key is simple. Kill the female first. When her energy bar fills, she drops a fear you can't break out on your own. Forget the ad, just burn her down. Once she's gone, the fight's basically over. The Jailer is a long fight, but most of his mechanics can be shrugged off. The only one that really matters is the domination effect. Not long after the pull, you'll see a rune appear over your head with a debuff counting down. When it hits 1 second, jump into a pit. This makes it so a pillar rises up, and you'll use it to break the line of sight from the mind control cast. If you fail, you'll get mind controlled and the fight resets. This rune and hide mechanic can happen a few times depending on your damage output, so be ready for it to repeat. Around 50 to 60%, all of the pillars will rise at once, forcing another line of sight break before you can keep pushing. As his health gets low, you'll get stunned while he shields himself. Don't panic, this is just set up for the final burn phase. One last thing, when you jump into the pit, it knocks you back in the direction you leapt in from. Watch your aim, or you might get launched straight into another one. and that's the full run of Mythic Sepulcher of the first ones. Some bosses hit harder than others, but with the right plan, none of them are out of reach. Whether you're here chasing them out, picking up some Transmog, or just proving you can solo it, now you know exactly what to expect. If this guide helped, hit that like button and subscribe for more filthy casual guides. Catch you next time, and remember, if it glows, it probably explodes.